Hi everyone, welcome back to Fishing Barents Sea, and we are here with the Scuttlebug, our Hermes trawler. Doesn't she look gorgeous there, just bobbing about on a gentle waves with the sun rising in the distance. Lovely. She's getting a bit grubby. A bit of time has passed since we've last done a bit of fishing, so we are back. You can see the wear and tear on our ship, but she's holding out nicely. Spring up the HUD. And you can see that I've been doing some fishing. We've got 141,000 kilograms of stacked fish. All of it is pollock. So we've been doing some fishing. We're probably going to do one more catch now, get about 3/4 of the ship full, and we'll head back and make some money. We've got 10 mil in the bank, and then we're going to have a look at what other possibilities we have going forward. Right, so I just hit a button. I'm not sure what button I just hit. But anyway, let's just get these guys. You can see they're a bit knackered because they've been working hard, catching all the fish and that kind of thing. Let's get you. We're going to set the trawl and get that into the water for one final catch. I've changed my instruments around a little bit just so I know what I'm doing. I've been told to keep the speed at about 2-3 knots, so let's give it a bit of gas and try and keep the doors about 150 meters apart, which is this gauge here. So not much in this part of the sea. It looks a little bit barren, doesn't it? But maybe fish a bit deeper. That's fine. We're gonna get moving now. Let's have a look. What's our speed? I'll have a look over here. So this is if I change this one to a 1. No. Basic information. That one. Yeah, 3 knots, that's fine. So you can see this little, where the index finger is pointing right there, that's the speed, so that's about right. We need to slow down a bit, and then we need to let the nets come down and try and, that's basically the spider web of our net, and we need to try and get the points to each of those points to get the best chance of catching stuff. So I'm just going to give her a little slow down on the old throttle. It's been a long time since I've done some fishing, so this should be interesting. We've got some, what looks to be some signs of fish down here, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a turn. So hopefully we can get hold of those. That's down at 530 meters though, so it's a bit deep, but we're getting there. It's slowly going down. The doors are coming apart, reasonably balanced. We want to keep them reasonably. They're 10 meters out now, so I might hold that one for a second. Oh, look at that. Keep turning. There's a lot of red over there. Let's let the other one catch up. Oh, yes. Head in that direction. There we go. The door's 130 meters apart. So if we hop now over there, you can see it's starting to spread out nicely. You just need to keep it symmetrical and keep it in balance. And oh, look at that catch. Already getting a little bit of fish coming in. While we're doing this, I can set these guys to rest up actually. They don't need to be doing anything for the moment. They might as well save their energy. Right, let's hold here and try and turn into that massive fish. You can see them going back to bed. Oh yes. It's not as mass as I thought it would be. We're coming up to the first box full, but yeah. The width between our doors is closing up, which is obviously going to slow down our catch. So we're catching 2 fish, which isn't great. But we're still catching, which is okay. So I'm going to start pushing out again with the old wires. In fact, I'm going to hold that one for a second, let this one catch up. Probably because we did the turn. There we go. Let's get the mouth of the net open a little bit more. Just going to hold there for a second. I'm going to check over here. So we need to increase our speed. Our speed has dropped to 2.1 knots. We can actually do that here. So we want to get this one here. I'll use my thumb. We're going to get this node here right on the edge. So we can do that from here by speeding up. And finding the right, so about 2.7. Hold it about there. That's about right, isn't it? Okay. Right, so what the idea is, we're going to do a bit more fishing and then try and make a bit more money, and hopefully, those of you who've been observant, well, you can't see from this angle, but from here you can see we're into April 2018. So what we might do is time to get back to port, sell this fish catch. We'll be in May, and if my memory serves me right, May to October is mackerel season, so we can look to get the lunar bow. That is the plan. That is the plan of action. Now, I'm just going to name check David and Jasper here. Thank you ever so much for your support via Patreon, and we're having a chat with David regarding Jasper enjoying my video content, which is thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words, much appreciated. And as such, I let Jasper choose the name of the lunar bow, which I will reveal when we can afford the lunar bow, which we may get a loan out to do that. So, it's a good one as well, and it saves me a bit of brain capacity having to think of another name for a ship. So thank you, David and Jasper. I have that ready to go when we get ready for the lunar bow, so stand by everyone else. There we go, 52. That is pretty good. They're really widening open now, aren't they? It's probably a bit wider than I wanted. Look, they've gone all skewy. Let's drop that one down. Trying to get keep these in balance, these two here. Hi guys, welcome back. We're just bringing the net in now, and you can see we're catching these little squibs and squabs here. Not a lot, but you know, it's just tightening up the net as we bring it in. Having a look at the net, you can see it's kind of symmetry's gone a little bit over wayward, but you can see there the net it's okay. We need to speed up actually. Speed up, and that'll bring this one up here, and then we'll get a good coverage of the net. There we go. You can kind of see what I was getting at with the net now. So we hold that about there. You can see it's not a bad deployment of the net. And here you should see that when we go through these little dribs and drabs. So we've got a little bit more, but we're bringing them in now. These are going out of sync a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to look to bring the net up. Unless we hold that one for a second and just try and bring them up in a kind of symmetrical way, and that way if there are any little fish groups that we go through, nothing at the moment, but we can have the best opportunity to catch them in their entirety, which is obviously what we are here for. Right, so the starboard door is coming up slowly, very very slowly. The net opening is about 150 meters, which is perfect. We're not catching anything because there's not much there to catch, but you can kind of see what we were illustrating earlier. Right. As that comes up, let's have a look and how the crew, are they resting up? He's rested, he's still resting, rested, still resting, almost rested, right. Good stuff. Now I'm not sure what happens to the crew when we look to get the other ship. How many crew can the... where's the certificates? Here we go. So that's the basic certificate, captain certificate, entitles you to the lunar bow. Oh, it doesn't tell us how many. Does it talk about ships anywhere? No. Okay, I'm not sure how many crew members you can have on the lunar bow, because one of the things I do worry about is losing a crew member or two. Should look at those. Mine. Should we go back, obviously, to a lesser crew number? Who will we lose? Unless we fire them, of course. What I might do is save the game, test it out, then figure it out. Because I don't want to lose some of our top-level fishermen crew members, because that would just be heartache. Because it takes forever anyway to get these stuff done. So, yeah, I don't want to lose too many of the good guys. So, you know, we'd be looking to lose Victoria and probably Dan. The others are quite skilled, like, you know, level 100, level 125, 84, and 113. They're the kind of they're the crew we need. So, old George can go on gutting machine. On freezing, we can have you are resting. Oh, I'll tell you what we need. We'll need them on the whole gang first. We'll get the lower crew members to pull that while these two guys are still resting. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, almost there. Oh, this one's not pulling in. Bugger. Alright, well, stand by when we're pulling them in out of sync, but that's okay. There's hardly, looking at this scanner, there's hardly anything in terms of fish here anyway, so that one's coming up to 25. We'll get up to about 20 and then we'll lock it. Boop. Bring in the port door. So you should be able to see... Oh, you can't quite. When we bring that one in, you should be able to see it above the water very soon. Oh, then as soon as we do that, of course, there's a massive fish down here. Never mind. Never mind. Come up to feet and meters yet? Can you see it? Can you see it sticking out? No. Those seagulls are noisy old brutes, aren't they, eh? Noisy old brutes indeed. Any moment now the door will pop out. Here we go. There she comes. Nice. Okay, we can stop that one. That one's all the way up. And this one's bringing all the way in. So, have we not got the crew in the haul position? They are in the haul position. Can we stop it and haul them in? Needs to be 100. Fine. We'll keep hauling then. Okay, here we go. We're hauling it in. Let's see what we get. A nice big catch would be really useful just to finish off this fishing expedition. And then we go back, see how much we can get, and see if that'll give us the money for the next ship we require. I doubt it will be. Even a full load will probably need net us around 4 to 5 million. I beg your pardon. But fingers crossed, you never know. And on the time it takes us to get back, they should have had the gutting, the stacking, and the freezing all completed. Raising the net. Yeah, that's done. Waiting for the trawl empty. Come on. Come on! 4,525 pollock. That's all there's out there at the moment is pollock. Lovely. Right. So, let's get on the old blower. And we'll get you on chip and chopping of those. We got freezing. Let's get... he's an expert in freezing. So we'll get you two working on freezing. And Dan, you can start on the stacking. That's okay. These guys can have a bit of a rest while you do that. Excellent. Right. If we head outside, you can see we're about 2/3 full. We could probably go for another fish, but we're actually going to start heading back now and plan our sail. So I will see you back just before we get into port. So I'll see you in a few. Hi everyone, welcome back. We're just coming into port now. Probably start to slow down a bit. Coming back into Hammerfest, which is obviously the biggest port with all the goods and gizmos that we can potentially have, such as the bank and the shipyard and all that kind of jazz. Another, what looks to be a smaller version of the Hermes just sitting there, which is pretty cool. A couple of speedboats over there, always well and good, and everything else is looking pretty groovy. So yeah, we're just coming into port now. What we're doing, 3.8 knots, just to slow it down. We don't want to ram the old quayside. That would be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? That'll be all sorts of rumours going around the old tavern on the quayside there that we've drunk in charge of a large vehicle. Now let's rotate. How do we switch our lights off? One of these is work lights. That one. No. Interior lights. There we go. I always think it looks better without the interior lights on. You can see better outside. Got the old searchlights going on anyway, so you can... Woo! Nice. And there's that ship there. Lovely. Pouring of rain as it... Well and good. I think we've got a couple of drips coming through the ceiling there. The odd one. That's fine. We're used to it. We're a salty sea dog. More than happy with a old drip of rain coming through the top there. Right. Let's just try and maneuver her into position. I want to bring the nose round, or the bow round, as much as possible, because it's going to give us the option to dock, and then if we select that, it normally fires out a couple of wires and then catapults itself against the quayside. And we're going to sell all our fish. Boom. Netted us 4.4, which, you know, I kind of predicted, didn't I? Which, here we go. Watch the wires coming out. Any seconds. Patwang. And there's the rear one already in, and she's going to whack the bow. Dunk. Nice. Nice going, guys. So we got 15 mil in the old Bankaroony. And what we got going on here? And deliver a reputation at Hammerfest improved. There's almost 1 million there if we want it. And we get some bits and bobs there, but that's okay. Not really interested in that at the moment. For some reason, why can't we select that job? The cruise ship Queen Victoria is running low. Do we need to have a smaller ship? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, that's not what we're interested in. We're interested in the dock. Trying to figure out where it was. Let's go to boat purchase. So, the Lunar Bow. Oh, she's 14,950,000. That would leave us a little bit tight. We may need to get a couple of £1 million loan just to keep the old expenses going. Now, max additional crew is 7. How many crewmen do we have? We have, what, 5, 6? I can't remember. How many crew do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, perfect. 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 Okay. So head back to the dock. So she was 7, and we want to get some upgrades. So let's actually... I'll keep jumping around. If we get... Oh, here we go. We can get 75 million 20% interest rate. Monthly payment of 2 million. Over 48 months. I don't think we need that much. I'm thinking a 22 mil loan. There we go, 37 mil in the bank, and that will allow us to fully kit out the lunar bow with all the good stuff. So let's buy the lunar bow. Congratulations on unlocking the purchasing your first trawler. Not strictly true. The lunar bow stores fresh fish in large tanks in the hull. You're not able to gut, freeze, or stack these fish, and they are sold pumping them directly from the tanks when docking at port. Oh. You'll need at least 4 crew members to operate the trawling machine on this ship. Okay. So here she is, the lunar bow. Nice. So, first things first, we need to customize and change her name. Now, thanks to Jasper, he came up with, keeping the kind of the moon theme, he came up with the Eclipse, which I think is a perfect name. Now, should we do that in green? Oh no, it doesn't really. We want it to. We'll keep it in white because it just sort of stands out a little bit better, doesn't it? I quite like that. Right, boom, Eclipse. There she is. Let's look at some upgrades. We've got 22 million, so we're gonna. Let's look at the engine upgrades first. So let's get the. Do I need to buy each engine upgrade? Yes, I do. Okay, we're going to buy all the engine upgrades. It's 15 mil, great. Radar. These are cheap as chips anyway, so that's fine. Max a radar. Should we get that? Yeah, we'll get that as well. What are we down to? 15 mil. Right, external catch sensors. Okay, this is going to cost us a little bit, but nice. And trawler eye, yes. That's all equipped. So what do we got left? 13 mil. We won't be able to buy all the storage upgrades, but there we go. That's a fairly well kitted out ship. And I'll be looking forward to taking her out next time. Wow. But we are going to leave it there, guys. We are the Lord of the Fish, and we now have our lunar bow named the Eclipse, thanks to Jasper. So, join us next time when we will be taking this beauty out for her first run. Do some preparation trials and see if we can get this kind of style trawling down as well. And get those damn mackerel, which we have not been able to fish so far. We will skip on a week, so we're in May, just for completesies. We'll do that now so I don't forget. May the 1st, perfect. And it's still raining. Oh no, yes, snow, bit of rain. It's not great. Right, join me next time when we take this baby out and have some fun. So make sure you don't miss that. Remember to like if you enjoyed the video and share it with all your friends. And join me next time. I'll see you then.